General John Allen, who's tapped to become NATO's top commander, is considering retiring. General Allen was caught in a scandal over emails with Florida socialite Jill Kelly, but was cleared of any wrongdoing. General Allen may take time to spend with his family before taking on another assignment.
Senator Rand Paul says he'll hold up John Brennan's nomination as the next director of the Central Intelligence Agency. The Kentucky Republican says he still has questions for Brennan surrounding the drone program. Paul says he will not vote for Brennan until he responds.
In our top story for you this morning, 3 tugboats are helping to push the cruise ship Triumph to the port of Mobile, Alabama at a speed of about 7 miles an hour.
Wow, slowly but surely. A fire in the engine room on Sunday knocked out electricity to most of the ship, eliminated working toilets, and resulted in only enough food and water for passengers to barely get by. Those aboard say there's an awful stench from the overflowing toilets and the spoiled food in refrigerators.
Now, only imagine. 12 News HD reporter Vanessa Holmes is live in Mobile this morning, where some of the neighbors are showing up to greet exhausted loved ones. A lot of family members out there as well. Good morning, Vanessa.
We're here at the port of Mobile, where the cruise ship is expected to arrive this afternoon. You can see at the terminal gates behind me, police officers have just arrived. They're guarding the gate. Now, once this ship arrives, Carnival says it will bus passengers back to Galveston and Houston. But many loved ones that we spoke with say they are taking it upon themselves to bring their loved ones homes. Now, on Monday, we told you about Beverly Collins of Bridge City and Esther Olson of Beaumont. The sisters took what they thought would be a relaxing weekend getaway, but instead, it turned into an extended nightmare. Esther's husband, David, is here in Mobile, and he tells us he can't wait to bring his wife home.
But I'm supposed to take care of her.
An emotional David Olson has been sitting on pins and needles since Sunday morning. His wife, Esther, and sister-in-law, Beverly, are stranded with 4,000 others aboard the Carnival Triumph in the Gulf of Mexico.
I keep thinking about the condition that my wife is in, and I feel for her and all the other passengers on the ship, what they're having to go through, the horrific conditions, and it bothers me.
It has not been a dream vacation they were expecting. No air conditioning, toilets backed up, thousands sleeping on decks, and fights over cold food. Olson drove 6.5 hours Wednesday from Beaumont to Mobile, Alabama. He's taken matters into his own hands and bringing his wife and sister-in-law home the minute they walk off the crippled ship.
When I first see her, I want to give her a big hug and a kiss and tell her I loved her and I missed her and I'm glad she's home.
Home to his family, who have worried about their loved ones stuck at sea.
My mother-in-law is very upset, and she's having a hard time with this, and I talk to her several times a day and trying to reassure her that we're going to get them back, and we'll get them here, and we're going to take care of them.
All right, and Olson said yesterday is his first day of retirement. He was supposed to celebrate it with his wife. He says they will just celebrate today once she gets off that ship, and we'll be out there talking with those passengers throughout the day in Mobile, Alabama with Vanessa Holmes. Also, Carnival Cruise Line officials say that the company will refund the passengers for the cruise. They'll also compensate each passenger $500. Greg?
On July 1st of last year, airplanes at Jack Brooks Regional Airport were swapped out for shuttle buses. But today, full-time air service is back at the airport. 12 News HD reporter Ellie Cano live this morning at Jack Brooks to give us the details of the first flight and what this all means for Southeast Texas. Good morning, Ellie.
Good morning, Greg. Beginning this morning, Southeast Texans will finally be able to leave from Jack Brooks Regional Airport to Dallas-Fort Worth, where they can then connect to over 180 destinations. I spoke with a local man who will be on today's flight, who says he's excited about the positive impact the planes will have on the area. For avid photographer Bruce Oler, when it comes to travel, flying is the only way to go. For him, it's not just the convenience, but it's the thrill. The Port Arthur resident was disappointed to see air service leave Southeast Texas, so he made sure to buy a ticket for the first flight out of Jack Brooks Regional Airport for this morning on American Airlines. Excited to document his journey through the photos he'll take, Oler is flying into Dallas-Fort Worth only for the day. Then he will return home this evening. A day trip to Dallas made possible through the return of air service, where 4 flights will be taking off daily from the airport, Sunday through Thursday, and 3 on Saturdays. Oler says he's confident bringing airplanes back to the airport will be a boost to the local economy.
And the logic of flying locally and keeping your business local, you spend your dollars here, you earn your money here, your tax benefits are here. It's a return in history as far as I'm concerned for this area.
Oler is looking forward to not only the free parking here at Jack Brooks, but now he says he can avoid the 90-mile drive to Houston, the gas it takes to get there, the wear and tear on his car, and the waiting in long security lines. American Airlines jet will seat 50 people in 2x2 seating, and the flight to DFW will take about an hour. So again, here at Jack Brooks Regional Airport, we can take a look at the board. The first flight today will leave at 10:20, and Oler just hopes that the public will really embrace this, come to Jack Brooks and use the air service, because he doesn't want to lose it ever again. We're live in Jefferson County. Ellie Cano, 12 News HD.
He's got some good arguments for everyone to take advantage of it, Ellie. Thank you very much. Oler said his round-trip ticket just cost him $126, and airport personnel tell us Oler's flight is 75% booked. There will be a ribbon cutting at 9:15 this morning at Jack Brooks to celebrate the first flight out to DFW. 12 News, of course, will be there to bring you the very latest.
Also today, American Airlines and U.S. Airways will make it official. They're merging, and they're creating the world's biggest airline. The boards of both companies approved that merger on Wednesday night. It will be announced that the carrier will keep the American Airlines name, but will run by U.S. Airways CEO Doug Parker. Tom Horton, who is the CEO of American Airlines, will become the chairman of the new company. The deal has been in the works since August. A 12-year-old girl has been detained after police say she stabbed another 12-year-old girl with a steak knife last night. Police say the two girls got into a fight at the Pine Club Apartments in the 5000 block of Pine Street in Beaumont. Investigators say after one of the girls was pushed, she returned with the knife and stabbed the other in the abdomen. The victim reportedly has what are considered non-life-threatening injuries. The accused stabber now being held at the Minnie Rogers Juvenile Justice Center.
ABC News reporting this morning that Olympic athlete Oscar Pistorius was taken into custody, and he's expected to appear in court after his girlfriend was shot dead in his home. South African media outlets say Pistorius' girlfriend Reva Steenkamp is the shooting victim. Steenkamp's believed to have been mistaken for a burglar, causing Pistorius to shoot her. Pistorius made history last year, becoming the first double amputee track athlete to compete in the Olympic Games. A group in Orange plans to build a Confederate memorial on Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. The Sons of Confederate Veterans bought a piece of land from the city at the intersection of Interstate 10 and MLK. Group Commander Granville Blog tells 12 News HD the monument will be similar to the Jefferson Memorial in Washington, D.C. Blog says 36 different Confederate flags will circle the memorial. The president of the NAACP in Orange says he strongly opposes the building of the memorial on MLK, and he's working to find a solution without inflaming the situation. A health alert this morning. The National Center for Health Statistics has issued its first report on emergency contraception use among American women.
By 2010, about 11% of sexually active women had used emergency contraceptive pills, up from 4% in 2002. Now, most are in their early 20s. They use the method, they say, because they either had unprotected sex or they feared that their method of protection had failed. The Center for Science and the Public Interest has filed a petition with the Food and Drug Administration, urging the agency to identify a safe level for added sugars in beverages.
The petition supported in a letter signed by nutrition scientists, physicians, and the public health departments of 10 major cities. The petition also says the FDA should encourage the food industry to voluntarily reduce added sugars in baked goods, breakfast cereals, and frozen desserts.